So, guys, welcome back. Quickly, let me give you an update on the strike that will happen in this January around Rome, to be precise. Um, this strike will happen in Rome on 24th of January 2024. Metro and buses are at risk. For those of you who usually use the metro, please pay attention and also share this video so that others can get to know what's going on. Now, they said that a new public transport strike for January 24th, the first large mobilization of the new year, which will last for 24 hours. USB Private Work, ADL covers Cobb Transport, SGB covers private work will once again call workers to street to protest, among other things, in favor of the right to strike, especially after the harsh clashes with the Minister of Transport, Matteo Salvini. You know that now the former Interior Minister of Italy, which is Matteo Salvini, is the current transport minister, and he has not always gotten it well with see her him with the current prime minister, which is Giorgia Meloni. He's always having issues with government. Anywhere he is, problems they always be. Okay. Now, transport in Rome at risk. The strike, as mentioned, was called at national level. The territorial acronyms will then develop the mobilization at regional and city level. However, in light of the mobilization seen in 2023, the metro, trams, and buses will once again be at risk in Rome. In short, January 24th will be another nightmare day for all commuters. So on January 24th, I want you to go to your calendar and map it out on your phone. Just make sure that um, you put it there so that you don't forget, or you can, those of you watching from TikTok, please, you can just save it for remembrance. And make sure, just share it on your timeline on Facebook or YouTube too, so that you don't forget. Now, on the same day, due to limitation dictated by the anti-strike laws and the regulations, a first 4-hour strike is also proclaimed, right? The USB. You know that I've always heard about this USB. Now, there are companies that doesn't want to treat their staffs well. I don't know if you know about USB, but let me quickly give you a brief of what I've heard about them, right? So these USB people, they are a kind of, will I call it organization, whereby if you are working in any organization and you know that you want to join them, they are very strong. When they want something, they get it from the government. And they are always kicking against all these companies that doesn't pay wages well, all these companies that overstress their staffs, all the companies that you will work 4 hours and they'll pay you 1 hour, all those companies that you work 8 hours and they'll pay 6 hours, all those companies that will sign 8 hours contract for you and they will pay you 4 hours or 6 hours, or even use you for 10, 11 hours. This USB, if you are in their organization, it will no longer be possible for those companies to use you anyhow, because USB will stand by you and fight them and make sure that you also stand in your company, work in your company, and they will treat you with respect. So that is the benefit of joining USB. There are other groups or associations like that too, but this USB, I've known them and I've seen them in action. They are very, very strong. Now, they say on the same day, due to limitation dictated by the anti-strike laws and regulations, a first 4-hour strike is also proclaimed, right to the USB, in light of yet another refusal by the counterparties to open a discussion on a proposed contract renewal development by USB Lavoro Privato, which reflects the real needs of the category. Now, let me quickly say the reasons for the strike. He said that the reasons for the strike are different. We protest to ask for greater safety for workers and for the service. You see, this USB is always standing for justice. with the introduction of the crime of murder at work, and to say stop to underpaid work, privatizations and negotiations on new contracts that are always on the low side. You see, all the things I explained to you now before I made this pronouncement is what I'm seeing here. Okay? Strike also on January 16th. This month, there will be another strike starting from 3 p.m. and ending at 9 p.m. called by the Paolo Sciopio Autolinei Company of Rome. It should be remembered that on January 23rd, in Rome, that the taxis will go on strike for 24 hours. So why am I telling you all this? I want you people to pay attention, to also have it on record so that you don't mix things up. You don't dress up that day, come out, and then you'll be disappointed that you did not see tram, you did not see metro, you did not see, they did not mention the normal trains. But most times you see that the tram or the metro or the taxis are the only things that can convey you to your destination or where you want to go and walk. So always put this thing, always put them in record so that you don't forget. Rome's taxis will go on strike on January 23rd too. At the end of December 2023, there was the first session of the new Consultative Commission, which brings together representatives of the Campidoglio taxis, the taxi, NCC, and Roman users. A heated meeting which apparently did not produce the result the taxi drivers had hoped for. Okay, some goals have been achieved, but the very tough conflict over the new tariffs, the fixed ones, the shift, and the application of Article 29 of the Capital Line Regulation for the regulation of non-scheduled public bus services led USB Taxi to proclaim the first mobilization of 2024. This USB, I think, is one of the strongest group of activists in this country called Italy. They are so strong that wherever they enter, they get justice. So in case you're anywhere and you have the opportunity of meeting or hearing about USB, I suggest you join them. But most times it will be good if you join them when you have a live contract, depending on where you find yourself. Let's go in on the Advisory Commission. On 15 December, the new Consultative Commission was appointed a sort of permanent assembly on non-scheduled public transport. There are experts designated by the mayor. The major event, Sport, Tourism and Fashion Department, a delegate from the local police of Rome capital, and an official for this Sustainable Mobility and Transport Department. 30 category representatives from taxis and NCCS and delegates from consumer associations sit at the table. Okay, so with all these things, that is the reason why they are going on strike. They want the tariffs. Seems that the money that they pay to the government, they don't want it to go higher. I remember in Germany, maybe I'll bring you that information on the next update, that only the farmers, here in Europe, farmers have their own association and they have these tractors. So those tractors, they came out and they fought the government, they protested, and the government now, only farmers who has made it possible for the government in the entire country not to increase, I think, the price of diesel, because you know that tractors use diesel. So they couldn't increase it just because only farmers, only, not the entire country. Only farmers came out to protest. So they have power. There is a power in unity and protest when the people are in agreement and in accordance with what they want. Okay, so please share this video, and those who are going to work on this 24th and 16th and the other date, I think, yeah, something like that, should mark it on their calendars and their phones so that they will know that it is possible that they will not meet the tram, buses or taxis on these very days. Thank you as you share this video, and God bless you. See you on the next one.